Coming up on this edition of Rick Dancer TV, a beautiful sunny day, we're taking you to the Dorris Ranch in Springfield. They've got all kinds of cool things out here, including a new trail they just opened up in the fall that's for bikers, for runners, for cyclists. You're gonna love it. As long as we're talking about cyclists, Pedal for People's just around the corner, and they've put a challenging ride in this year. My wife Kathy's gonna come and talk to you about that. And we finally found where Emma lives. Yes, Emma's back, but she had to take up another job doing laundry.
Rick, I'm glad you're here. I've been meaning to ask, is this yours?
Thank you. I wondered where I left that.
Let's not talk about, okay, okay, never mind.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too, howdy, get out of my place.
I'm not dead. That sounds like something interesting. So we have a really cool bike ride we want to tell you about. The Oregon Supported Living Program is sponsoring the bike ride, and this is my wife, Kathy Dancer. She serves on the board of OSLP, and also you've been going on, all these trips to try to figure out how this bike ride rolls, right?
Yes, we kind of added a new one this year, and so we went and checked it out, and it is quite the challenge. There's a 60K and a 40K, and then the 100K and the 100K plus.
So the 100K plus, this is for you people who really think that you're like an amazing sporter and you really want to take on a challenge, because
I think it climbs about 2,000 feet and then it's like just a straight downhill. It's really grueling uphill that just keeps going and going and going, and then once you get uphill it's awesome, but then the downhill is really challenging too because it's so straight. And it's a fully supported ride, which means that there are many rest stops along the way that have, food to help you fuel back up again, and beverages, things to drink, water, and then when you get back to the park, we have a Coburg Pizza is going to provide pizza. We're going to have beer, pop, and just have a nice little celebration together.
And that's where? At Armitage?
At Armitage Park, yes.
So where does the money go?
Oregon Supported Living Program, which is an agency that serves adults with disabilities locally, Eugene, Springfield.
So why are you involved in this whole thing?
My brother Chip lives in a group home in Sandy Drive, and they are an amazing agency who just really have such a heart and love for their clients. Well, it's amazing how it's changed his life since moving here and being a part of this agency now. He has just his quality of life, and he just has a wonderful life. He has a home that he calls his own, and it's fun to just see him out in the community, enjoying shopping and eating, and just seeing him out there, and his life has completely changed from.
We're doing this, but which one are we doing?
We're doing the 100 plus.
See why I work out so much? So let's take a look at Oregon Supported Living Program and how it's changing not just arts and culture in our community, but also the workforce. The OSLP Arts and Culture Program is a groundbreaking, inclusive, and multidisciplinary arts program.
What are you working on?
That is accessible to all people.
So you're helping us with the community canvas for Saturday's event?
Yeah.
Everybody's an important part of culture, and everybody has a story to tell, everybody has something to express, and this program gives that opportunity for everybody.
Expression is something that connects us to other people, and our program is stretching not only the imagination of those we support,
That was a good spin, Harry.
but the arts community in general. The arts provide a universal language that can bridge the gap caused by differences. And Oregon Supported Living Program provides a variety of art programs, including music, painting, and dance.
That's the great thing of us doing performances, of us having a gallery, is people who maybe had preconceived notions come into this space and are so touched by the artwork they see, so impressed by it.
and I do like the kitchen, and I do outside too.
Our newest commitment to inclusion and supporting our clients is through our Community Inclusion and Employment Program.
And Ninkasi do a lot of stuff for me. Get like a bonus check, or them other ones, like I get a check every week.
OSLP helps our clients find paid employment that's meaningful to them. But it's not just about our clients. What we find is businesses that hire the people we support get as much or even more out of the relationship.
Partnerships we're developing with local businesses is about first educating them on what we have to offer. And that's people who are awesome, who have skills, who are readily available to work.
Rick cleans and picks up around the tasting room and the Ninkasi brewery, something other staff used to take time out of their already busy schedules to do.
He's mainly just kind of infrastructural support for the team, so the things that, aren't necessarily the most critical, but are critical for the customer experience, he's able to take on.
OSLP will help identify jobs or tasks that our folks can do, and people like Rick have a support person with them at all times.
You ready?
He's sort of self-managing in that way. I mean, he has an attendant there to sort of help him with stuff, but in reality, he's completely self-motivated.
People knows I do a good job for them, and I want to do like good job for a lot of stuff.
They are opening doors to people who've never had this opportunity before. They're setting a great example for other employers, and in their community, they're also getting their name out there in a very positive manner. It's great marketing and great PR.
And I think it's just important for people to keep that in mind as they're out there thinking about whether this may or may not work for them, to know that not only is it probably going to work for you, but you're probably going to get a lot more out of it than you're expecting it.
Yeah, you got one right there.
We're really all about enhancing people's lives in whatever way that means to them. Our goal is to help people feel good about themselves, feel included, have meaning in their life.
I'm real happy. I'm like doing like hard work, and people think I'm doing like a good job of it. I can do this job and everything else. I belong here.
Rick Dancers.
Rich Locust, I just came here from...
I think they have a name for that. Today we're in Florence. We're at the Bridgewater Fish House. You got to try their food. We're going to go in here and meet the owners right now.
Hi.
This is Christine Duell, and she and her husband Leo own the Bridgewater restaurant.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about, you guys bought this how many years ago?
2008. So we're starting our 7th year. It's a very historical building, one of the oldest in town.
It really does say Old Town Florence. I know you have more than fish, because you
Yes.
have burgers and you have everything.
And vegetarian, vegan food, everything, yeah.
But your fish is to die for.
We're really careful about how we cook our fish. We like to get it fresh when we can. We like to get it wild caught when we can. We're constantly trying to think of new things to add to the menu to make it more interesting for people who come here on a regular basis. They can get their favorite, but they can also try something new.
So we're here on Wednesday, which is Wine Wednesday, and this is a huge deal in
It
Florence.
is.
Well, on the coast, because people come here from all over. Wine Wednesday is what? Explain.
Wine Wednesday is when you can have half price off a bottle of wine, any bottle of wine. And we have 35 wines on our menu. We have a really great wine menu. It's really great.
So people need to like you on Facebook. You have specials and things on that you put on Facebook.
We do, and Facebook, we have a weekly drawing. So we offer some kind of a special thing, whether it's meals or some of our coffee mugs.
I think you're a smart marketer. I like what you do here. I think you guys. So we're going to introduce you a little bit later to the Zebra Bar, and we'll explain the stripes.
Yeah.
And we're also going to show you their signature salad, but I'm not going to tell you any more about it because you'll just have to stay tuned so you can find out more about it.
Yeah.
Kathy and I came to Florence a few weeks ago, and we found this new park. It's an interpretive center right in the heart of Old Town, right on the water. It's the coolest place, and so I called my friend Cindy Wobbe, because Cindy knows everything. She's the president of the chamber. And she owns Mon Ami, one of our favorite places to eat and have coffee. There.
Thank you.
That sounds almost like a commercial.
Kind of sort of does, yeah.
No, you do have great food and a great place, and I love your staff.
Thank
They're
you.
good people.
I do too. I'm a lucky lady.
You are a lucky lady. So tell me about this park.
This is just our little crown jewel here. This is the Sayusla Interpretive Center. We opened, I don't know, it's been about 6-7 months ago. We had our ribbon cutting here. This has been a project here that's been many years in the creation, many agencies here, and our city manager really, this was her special project that she took on several years ago.
And Jackie really pushed that through.
She did. It wouldn't have happened without Jackie. And what this area here is, it's a natural habitat that's been preserved forever. The dunes, the river, the boats, the bridge, Old Town. It's just here.
There's one thing we don't see from here. Mon Ami.
We don't. Yeah.
So how do they get a hold of you?
Well, I'm just up around the corner on the highway.
On Highway 101.
Highway 101 in the Antique District, and stop at my place, get a coffee, come down here and enjoy paradise.
So tell me about your signature dish. This is the thing that people come in here for miles to have.
Yeah, it really is. Everybody loves our mandarin salad. And we first tasted the salad when we were in Mexico. We were living down there. And our neighbor would have us over for dinner, and she made the mandarin salad. And it was tossed with a sweet poppy seed dressing, had mandarin oranges, blue cheese, almonds, and red onions on it. So when we opened the restaurant, we decided to put that on our menu because it was an absolute favorite. And then we added, for Oregon, we added hazelnuts instead of almonds. So that was our little touch. And then people can add any kind of protein they want. So they can have sauteed prawns, they can have tempeh if they're vegetarian, they can have crab or ahi.
You are going after what with your food?
Healthy, really healthy food, first of all. We strive for consistency and for, a nice portion so that people are satisfied and full and feel like they got their money's worth.
You got to start packing things away, and my wife starts doing this clothes closet cleaning thing.
That's what you do right now. You bring it all to Goodwill, and then you get a bunch of scores for very cheap. It's a really good trade-in situation.
So we should take them to your house and show them.
Well,
You want to see Emma cleaning her closets?
yeah, I guess we should do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Roll it.
Bill.
These fit last year.
Sure they did, Emma. Dust them off, put them in a drawer again, and let them sit for another year.
I might wear them.
No, you won't. Emma, do the right thing. Take them to Goodwill. They'll recycle your jeans, get them to someone who needs them, and put people to work. You change your clothes, Goodwill's business is changing lives.
Intro it, please.
Right, now?
Yeah.
This is usually where I would announce the winner for the Ranchito Grill drawing. But Rick and Will drop by there unannounced, uninvited, you could say, because Rick isn't usually invited to things, so that's how he does it. Anyway, they dropped by, Abe did the drawing, check it out.
So Will and I are out shooting a story, and we remembered we need to do the Ranchito drawing to find out who the big winner is. So come on, we got to go talk to Abe.
So as Emma said, we just showed up over at Ranchito Grill off Mohawk near the McDonald's on Springfield and talked to Abe and said, hey, we need to do the drawing. Every month, Abe, in conjunction with Rick Dancer TV, gives away 2 dinners, 2 drinks for free to somebody who just looks at the Rick Dancer TV sign, fills out the paperwork, and the rest is up to you. Well, we did have some audio difficulties, and I know in the television world you're not supposed to tell people when you make a mistake, but this is Rick Dancer TV. We got to tell you. We got to fess up. But here's the drawing anyway.
Okay. We've never done this sort of like live.
Yeah, no. Oh, there you go.
Okay. It's Cheryl Schultz, wallpapering and painting. So we've got to get our name out. We've got to get people knowing. We need a promo. I think we need to come up with a concept.
Ooh, let's work it out. Let's get some ideas down.
Okay, so what do you think?
Well, we're local.
Everything local. Local, like local everything.
Okay, okay.
I live here.
I live here.
Okay, there's local. I own Rick Dancer TV. Locally owned.
There it is.
Oh my God.
It's working.
So I'll teach you how to do the head bobs.
Ooh, they're dramatic turns.
Yeah, I can show you all that stuff. I'm an expert at it.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? We should do first, fair, and
accurate.
I've heard that before. That's too far. That's too much.
You heard that?
I think somebody uses that.
Welcome to the Zebra Bar. This is the most fun part. I think that it's great. It's just really cozy and nice in here. But I got to ask you, so why zebras? What is this that you have? I saw you once with a zebra scarf on too.
Yeah, you know, it's style.
It's the
all
stripe.
about fashion.
What is it about this?
Well, we just decided to call it the Zebra Bar for fun. Truly for fun. It's not like a zebra ran through here one day or anything. It's
That'd be a great story.
Yeah,
but yeah.
it would, wouldn't it? Something that people remember. Every time people see a zebra, they're going to think of the Zebra Bar. When they wear zebra stripe, they're going to think of the Zebra Bar. And so no matter where you go after you leave here, you're going to be reminded of the Zebra Bar. So.
And 2 years ago, you did a major overhaul in here.
We actually put in a full bar with 22 seats, and it's been really great.
You know what I love about it is when you come down here and you come to Florence, if you want to know Florence, you just sit at the Horseshoe Bar and you start talking to people across the counter who are the locals, and this is the place where you meet and greet and really discover it.
We're really in the center, and we have a lot of regulars, so a lot of the regular people are in here. Also, it's kind of in a position where you can still watch what's going on in the street, you know? It's kind of private, but at the same time, you can be in touch with what's going on, so.
Well, I like it.
Well, good.
You're not just horsing around, it's a zebra.
That's right.
You know? If you want to find out what's going on in Florence, you go to the Florence Chamber. If you want to find the Florence Executive Director of the Chamber and you're in Old Town, you go to Gazebo Park.
Hi, Rick. How you doing?
It's really good to see you. I want to talk a little bit about, because rodeo days are just around the corner.
Absolutely.
You guys need to be planning if you're going to come down here. So tell me what we can expect this year.
Full house. I mean, the city gets packed during rodeo days. We have probably between 15,000 to 17,000 people come through town on that weekend. It's huge.
Street fair?
Street fair going on right down here in Old Town on Maple Street. We'll have 34 vendors lined up. Food, all kinds of food variety, all kinds of crafts.
Parade on Sunday.
Parade on Sunday. We actually have a parade on Saturday for the little kids as well. And a lot of people don't know that little fact about our long-running festival.
And my favorite part is the bikers.
The bikers.
The bikers come down.
You can bring your bike down and
I can get my leathers on and
there
do
you
my
go.
thing.
Come down to Old Town and have a beer.
So we're doing these videos for Lockmead Farms.
Right.
And they're the same folks that own Dairy Mart.
Yeah, my favorite ice cream location.
Where we had that little incident with the ice cream, eating it out of the
I don't think you can do that.
Emma, just bite it off there. Taste it.
I feel like I should say no.
When you do a really hard workout, elite athletes now are starting to use, instead of these sports drink, just good old-fashioned chocolate milk, Lockmead chocolate milk. You want a 3-to-1 ratio when you have chocolate milk to restore the energy back into your body.
Yeah.
So 1 protein to 3 carbohydrates, and chocolate milk is like perfect.
Wait a second.
For the next 2 hours, you are a machine. You feel connected to the carbon fiber, the aluminum, and the steel of your bike. You feel like a machine as you slice through pavement, push through the air. This is why you get up in the morning. It's that rush of the wind and the speed, the sound of rubber on pavement. And when the ride is over, there is only one thing that can give back what you gave. Lockmead reduced fat or non-fat chocolate milk. Recovery. It doesn't get any better than this.
Dorris Ranch is 250 acres of the best kept secret in Springfield, and I almost hate telling you about it because I run out here and this is like my own personal little running trail. Although on a nice day, there are so many people out here today. Bob Kiefer is the superintendent of Willamette Lane Park and Recreation District. Bob, the new trail is amazing. Tell people about it.
Well, it's 4 miles of paved path from Dorris Ranch all the way to Clearwater. All of it through Dorris Park, Dorris Ranch, and then along the middle fork of the Willamette, clear to Clearwater. It's been in process since 2005 when we got the first funding for the project, and just completed last year.
And the last section was like 1.5 miles that opened up in September?
Yes, in October really. It opened, we had our grand opening, and we had hundreds of people here. It was just a great joyous occasion as we think about what this will do for our community in the long run, for our bicycle system, for recreation, opening up you know, basically 3 miles of river frontage that nobody's ever really been able to participate in.
That's what's so cool about it, because when you're running along there, and you guys put up some of the neatest rock walls, and it's established blacktop and cement trail, and it's just phenomenal.
Well, you know, it was sort of unique as we tried to stay close to the river and not go too much up on the hillside, and you know, the quarry is there, so we had to stay down below, so it required us to put in some significant retaining walls both above and below. You don't see the below ones too much, but it was quite significant to try to get that done. But what a view, what a sense of being out in nature while you're down there. Once you get down in there, you don't even see or hear the rest of the community. You feel like you're out there in the country.
For cyclists, it's awesome because you know, you can go from Clearwater Park and connect to the Eugene trails and all the way around. I mean, you can go for, gosh, what is it? It was 18, you can go for 20, 25 miles.
Oh, easy. And the future is even brighter here on the Springfield side in that this next year, we're going to be working toward building the mill race path. So another paved path all along the mill race that'll loop back and connect in with the Middle Fork path, creating an 8-mile loop for folks. And most of it, again, along water or in a park setting.
Hey, remember last year when you got those Swiftwick socks?
Yeah. And you were making fun of me for putting them on the wrong way.
Yeah, upside down.
Well, Kathy and I do a lot of bike riding. We love doing it.
This is a nice path. Oh, remember that Crater Lake story?
Yeah, we should show that to
Yeah,
them.
you should run that.
Hey, there's Kathy.
Oh, Kathy!
So we're at Crater Lake, and we're stopping here at this little parking lot. We are ready to go. You get to ride with us.
In 2013, for the first time ever, the rim road around Crater Lake National Park was open to cyclists only for one weekend. That happened last June.
Whoa, so awesome. Oh my gosh. You come around that corner, that's like heaven.
It's going to happen again this year. We talked to the Parks Department. They just don't know when yet. They have to watch the weather. They said they'll make a decision probably at the end of April. Last year, the decision came down at the last minute, and a lot of people didn't get to go. So enjoy the ride, and this year, I'll let you know when it's going to happen again, because you really got to go.
That. Oh my gosh. We got meadow right there.
We're here with Dick Shore from Sandpine Golf Links, one of the nicest courses on the Oregon coast.
And we have one of the best playing surfaces year-round of really any course in Oregon or the Northwest.
You also have a clubhouse. Tell me a little bit about your restaurant, because it's beautiful.
Tavolo Restaurant is a beautiful restaurant, and we have excellent cuisine for, it's a very varying cuisine. It's not particularly a theme, but it's suited for just about any appetite.
And you have a nice little lounge there.
A beautiful lounge.
Little karaoke. There's quite a few karaoke stars here in town.
We have some karaoke stars, and we do a lot of special events there.
So how do people find out more about you guys?
Sandpines.com.
Hey, this is Eric Leitch.
C&M Stables, right?
Oh, yes,
And
hello.
you guys are the new owners, is that
Yes,
right?
yes.
So tell me about the stables and what you guys are doing now. It's been a long time since I've been there.
Well, here's a perfect example. Today we have riders out on the beach. It was 68 degrees when I left to come on in to have lunch.
Man.
I understand it's a little cooler over in the valley.
Slightly.
We have about 50 horses there altogether. Some of them are boarders, but 40 of them are ours. And we do trail rides and beach rides.
What brings a guy like you to Florence, Oregon to do horses?
It's intriguing. I've spent my entire career in the technology field. This is about as far from it as you can get, and it's delightful. I'm a technologist businessman, and so I want to do something that's interesting. And this certainly appeared to be interesting, and it's turned out to be very much interesting.
So Rick, is that it? Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think we're done. I just got to tell them about what we offer as services.
Wait. No, did we talk about women's space yet?
Oh, women's space. Okay, yeah, we need to tell you this because Hop Valley, Tuesday, April 15th,
yes,
tax day.
Right.
Hop Valley is going to donate $1 from every pint to help end the silence with women's space.
Great cause, a good way to do it. Everybody wins.
We should all meet out there.
Well, yeah, you want to? Or are you just saying that? Are you doing that thing where you have me meet you somewhere and then don't show up? Because I am like sick of that.
I've really never done that. Well, okay, maybe twice, but that was,
okay,
yeah.
well, it's a good cause. I'll show up regardless for women's space. At
right.
Hop Valley?
Yeah, Hop Valley.
Okay, great.
All
I'm
right.
out. Is this a wrap?
We're a wrap, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
You're
I know
finished
you
here.
were giving me a hard time about these boots, but they're made for walking, so I'm out. Because these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Later, dancer!
If you want to know more about what we do at Rick Dancer Media Services, we don't just do a TV show, we also produce videos, long format and short formats to get your message out. We do social media because we've got a lot of people out there in the social media world that pay attention to what we're doing. For more information, go to my website, rickdancer.com. You can go to rickdancer.tv, or you can call us. I'll put the phone number right here on your screen. Good night.
For that Crater Rake bike ride?
Ruby, that was a Crater Rake bike ride. I talk on the radio for a living.
I heard it as it came out.
Oh, video. Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
No, we're done. That was perfect. Oh, cowboy boots because we're at the Dorris Ranch.
Yeah.
You thought we were going to have,
theme it up.
That's you thought we were going to have horses, didn't you?
That wraps things up for us lovers. Things ain't been real good underneath the covers.